ladies and germs. In this video, I will get you caught up to speed on where I am with my vehicle search, including the vehicles that were on my list instead I passed on. Alright, let's get right into it. If you guys recall, I had a short list of vehicles that I was looking to purchase, and they were delineated into the following domains. So, a few of my choices were in the trucky class. One of them was an on-road vehicle. One of them was more of a challenge. We'll get to that in a moment. And then, of course, I had the mystery vehicle. And the mystery vehicle is the one that was actually leading the pack. This was the ready-to-run vehicle that I had mentioned multiple times. Let me tell you what it was. That's right, that hyper monster truck made by Obeo. Now, a few things on this. Obviously, the moment I found out that they had a hyper monster truck, I began researching it. I really didn't just find this out until, a few months ago. I researched it and I found one for an incredible price that I was going to get from somebody brand new, with everything, like $350, something like that. And it was even going to come with an LRP engine, so I kind of got a kick out of that. For now, it's off the list. It might go back on one day. You never know. At least I'm aware of it, and I will keep somewhat of an eye on it. Another vehicle I looked at was the Agama A215T. If you recall, I did a video on that. My intent really was to essentially use the 215T as a truggy, take the Agama A8T that I currently have, and part that out. I wanted to make a hybrid. So essentially, it would be in between a monster truck and a truggy. Basically, the question I was trying to answer was, do I raise the truggy or lower the monster truck? Anyways, that'll be for another day, but the net is, I'm going to represent that shit, and it's a real custom rig. And, if you can believe it, that wasn't even my challenge vehicle. The challenge vehicle was a Kyosho ready-to-run buggy. So effectively what Kyosho has is, it's similar to a Low C8 2.0 ready-to-run, which I love that experience because you can take the platform and cherry pick the things that you want to implement. And then finally, we have my favorite class, which is on-road. And I wanted to get something that I've never owned. That is a 1/10 on-road nitro vehicle. And I don't know a lot about belt-driven vehicles, so I did a lot of research. And the Serpent 750, which is, it's a model. I own a Serpent Cobra buggy, so big fan of the make. All the on-road guys were co-signing for its predecessor, the 749. So, anyways, that is still on my list, just not right now. But why have these vehicles moved toward the bottom of my list? The best way I can explain it is,
then came the truck.
Those of you that follow this channel, you understand that I'm a buggy guy. However, I feel that truggies
are the boss
when it comes to Nitro RC. Alright, so in the event there's anybody still watching, a few things. Damn, you got something wrong with you to be watching this whack-ass video. Second, I've narrowed it down to 2 truggies. And if you follow this channel, it's pretty obvious what they are going to be. But we'll go ahead and officially say it. First is the new X-Ray truggy, the XT8.2. And just as I was getting ready to commit to the 8.2, Kyosho decides to throw a much welcomed wrench into this entire process by releasing their new MP10T. The reason I've held off from Kyosho up until this point is, well, their price point. Now, I see no shame in letting you know, if you haven't figured out, I make a very decent income, and been fortunate pretty much my whole life in that aspect. My wife never had to work. We were a single income family, but I still provided, and I was still able to have expensive hobbies, so I definitely have a budget for this. Regardless, it doesn't matter how much money I make, I want to be prudent with how I spend the money. But guess what? The X-Ray truggy is just as much. So it'll probably make it a pretty easy decision. I'm always confident I'll go with Kyosho. Switching gears. Hold up. It's HPI F4.6. Got a little boogie in it on this truck. I'm just saying. Anybody want? Send me your shit and I'll make it knock. Allow me to explain what it is that I'm looking for with respect to what I call beta partners for my tuning guide. First and foremost, you have to understand, I wrote this for a very specific reason. There's a need. In other words, Ron Paris and those guys, God bless them, you know, they left behind documentation, you know, better documentation than anybody else, right? Still, I feel there are holes inside of it. Not that they didn't know what they were doing, it's just maybe they didn't know how to properly articulate it. Then we have this flow chart that's been around, and I mean, that thing, I'm gonna be candid, guys, it's pure shit. Is what it is. Like, you can't tune your engine from that. And if anybody, and my challenge is out there, if anybody can show me how they're able to tune their engine from that, let me know. On the flip side, what I'm looking for is someone to come and say, here, I've got a problem, I can't tune my engine, or whatever. And then here's the guide, and you begin going through it. And there's feedback from my part, you film it and all that, so I just want to be able to see it, and you can show off the results. Here's a suggestion. I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. Spend maybe 5 minutes a day logging the different dimensions of ancillary items for your vehicle, such as O-rings, gaskets, bearings, etc. When it comes to fitting these type of parts in your vehicle, there is zero margin for error. Now, as you age and your vehicles become outdated, you're going to find that it's not as easy to find the parts. Having the dimensions will help you immensely, because I promise they're not always noted in the manual or in the parts description and so forth. And the reason I'm showing you my application is because this is yet another enhancement I'll be adding to it. So I'm creating some objects that will store that information for each vehicle that I have. Now back to my vehicle choice. That being either the new X-Ray or new Kyosho Truggy. I do have a lot of engines, servos, clutches, pipes, and all that good stuff. Vehicles, again, I'm very prudent with my decisions. I don't overwhelm myself with them because I like to maintain them all. Consequently, this will probably be my winter build. And I'll tell you where I'm at right now. I'm more excited about getting my hands on this thug right here than I am a brand new spanking build. More so the engine, but again, anybody can do a new build. I'm trying to get with some of that eye-opening type shit. Additionally, I have kind of an unwritten rule concerning when I can purchase new vehicles. The net is, all other vehicles have to be in pristine condition. So, as an example, I break a dog bone on one vehicle, that shit needs to be fixed before I can get any other vehicle. This. I'm a newbie till the day I die, and this newbie is about to feel his way around this Hyper 7 and see what he can do with it. Got a little bit of experience with it, and once again, I'm going to be publicly looking for any other Hyper 7 to challenge it. It's all good. I want to see that. I want to see you guys rock this Hyper 7. If you're having issues, trust me, I'm going to help you get it right. I seek ways to show you everything I tell you on here is gold. So what might be different here is I stand behind everything I say, so I don't mind putting in 3 times the effort to get double the result. I mean, think through this. What's the worst that's going to happen? My Hyper 7 will smash yours? It's supposed to. I guarantee you, there's no shame in that whatsoever. So it's very simple. Come correct, and I will lead you to greatness. That's what we do. This is what I experienced. Now, for you guys rocking a Hyper, first, try to understand what sort of Hyper it is. Is it a Hyper 7? Is it a Hyper 8, 8.5, 9, 10? Trust me, there's a lot of them. Of course, seeing how the Hyper 7 is easily one of the most popular Nitro surface RC vehicles in history, well, the RC community very interesting to me. I've broken up what I feel are the different generations of this community. I think 12 years. And if you go to my whack-ass blog, you access the tuning guide. And you can always email me at wheelnetjam@gmail.com if you need the password.
Right now the password is fax.
I realize that a lot, if not most of you, will find it incredibly boring, but
I don't care.
what's interesting is I have actually been involved with now 3 of those generations. So, more than that to come, but this is the sociologist in me. So some of you know, but I guess some of you don't, that I'm actually a sociologist. I don't do it by trade, but
I play one in real life. How about that?
so my new pet name for Old Zealous 97 is McConnor. The reason for that is there's this guy, I'm sure you guys have heard about it, whatever his name, McConnor Gregor, whatever his name, who fought Mayweather. He was the guy who, in my opinion, talked the most shit and delivered the least out of anyone in the history of boxing. So, Old Zealous S97 is the McConnor of Nitro RC. Anyways, I have a reaction video coming soon where you'll get to learn things. I'm being told that Generation 1 is continuing to ban anyone who has questioned him. This, of course, assuming he uses any sort of a threat to expose him on that forum. I was liking when he bans me on there for a few reasons.